Stay positive, work hard, and make it happen. Namaskar. Welcome to Next IS. I hope you are doing well. In this video, we will cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express, and Press Information Bureau. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And your first article focuses upon Places of Worship Act, which was enacted to maintain the religious character of places of worship as they existed on 15 August 1947. It prohibits the conversion of any place of worship from one religious denomination to another and bars courts from examining any changes made after that date. This act was designed to preserve communal harmony and prevent disputes over religious sites. However, this act has been challenged in the Supreme Court, with critics arguing that it prevents Hindus from reclaiming places of worship allegedly taken over by Muslim rulers and British colonialists. Now, recently, President Joe Biden granted an unconditional pardon to his son Hunter Biden for federal tax and gun convictions. US President has the absolute power to grant pardons for federal criminal offenses, except in cases of impeachment. Talking about Indian system in this context, Article 72 and Article 161 of the Indian Constitution grants the President and Governor the power to pardon, commute, remit, respite, or reprieve a convict. These powers are exercised on the advice of Council of Ministers, and Supreme Court in the Ipuru Sudharkar case held that the exercise of pardoning powers is subject to judicial review on grounds of arbitrariness, malafide or extraneous considerations. Now, Lok Sabha passed the Banking Laws Amendment Bill 2024, which was recently introduced by Finance Minister. This bill includes several key provisions such as allowing bank account holders to have up to 4 nominees, changing the definition of substantial interest for directorships, raising the limit from 5 lakh to 2 crore, and extending the tenure of directors in the cooperative banks from 8 to 10 years to align with the 97th Constitutional Amendment. It also permits a director of a central cooperative bank to serve on the board of a state cooperative bank and grants bank more flexibility in setting auditor remuneration. This bill aims to enhance governance in the banking sector and improve customer convenience, particularly in terms of nomination facilities for depositors and locker holders. Now, Union Home Ministry has proposed several measures to address concerns in Ladakh, including 95% reservation in government jobs for locals, 1/3 reservation for women in hill councils, and addressing land-related issues. The ministry also plans to introduce constitutional safeguards to protect Ladakh's land and culture and has agreed to make Urdu and Bhoti official languages. Now, recently, Rajya Sabha passed Oil Fields Regulation and Development Amendment Bill, which separates petroleum operations from mining, and it broadens the definition of mineral oils and introduces the concept of petroleum lease. This bill aims to improve dispute resolution, decriminalize provisions by introducing penalties, and support energy transition. Next article focuses on Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan, which was launched in December 2015, and it is aimed to create an inclusive society by addressing accessibility challenges faced by persons with disabilities. It was focused on improving built infrastructure, transport systems, and ICT ecosystems. This campaign was aligned with India's commitment to the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Now, Ratapani Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh has been notified as India's 57th Tiger Reserve. This initiative will enhance management in Ratapani and Bhopal Sehor region, promoting habitat protection, ecotourism, and community engagement. Next article focuses upon Navy Day, which is celebrated on December 4th each year to honor the achievement and role of the Indian Navy. The date marks the anniversary of Operation Trident in 1971, when the Indian Navy sank 4 Pakistani vessels, including PNS Khyber, during the Indian-Pakistan War, resulting in the deaths of hundreds of Pakistani Navy personnel. And Indian Space Research Organization will launch Proba-3 mission today from the Satish Dhawan Space Center. PSLV C-59 will carry Proba-3 satellites from the European Space Agency into high elliptical orbit. These satellites will separate in orbit to study Sun's corona, its surrounding atmosphere, space weather, and solar wind. So with this, let's conclude today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.